Hello, Moosin here, welcoming you to another King Games video. I managed to get it again with Dark Lords, as I said I was going to. I know I've got the deck list up on the side there, but I'm just pulling it up on the game as well, if it'll stop lagging. So, Dark Lords, their main strategy is special summon a bunch of big boys, all pretty much level 5 or higher, or level 6 or higher, so beatdown's kind of the go-to skill. And back row doesn't have much for back row, to be honest. It can take out monsters by beating over them, it can negate their effects with the Sanctified Dark Lord. I'll get into some more combo things, but that can negate effects. This can special summon Dark Lords from the graveyard. Dark Lords have effects to use these spells and traps in the graveyard, so you can use them once when they're on the field and again with your monster effects by paying 1,000 life points. Raikou, if you have a Raikou set, you pretty much always want to go for that backline because you know that you can take out their monsters fairly easily. Ishil has a nice sort of pot of greed benefit. It's just like discard 2, draw 2. It's good deck thin. It sets up your graveyard. Nastin can special summon itself if you discard 2 Dark Lord cards. Tez can protect you from destruction, whether it be by card effect or battle. If it's in your hand, it's a bit of a hand trap. Desire can sacrifice 1,000 attack to just send a card to the grave. So it's getting around that destruction if you just send it to the grave, right? Yeah, send that target to the graveyard. It's a pretty neat thing. It's like Szank, but it's a big body. And Am Dusk is less good than the others, but it has some use. You can discard a 1 Dark Lord card and target 1 Dark Lord card in your graveyard added to your hand. It has come in handy a little bit just to recycle some key things I needed. It sets up the grave and it can get back any Dark Lord card I need in this particular situation, whether it be I need to get Contact back for some reason, I need to get Ishil back maybe on a card draw, or I want to get, a Nastin or a Tez back or Desire. You can get any card added to graveyard by discarding itself from 1 card, basically. So I really liked it. A 1-of Superbia just special summons another Dark Lord card when it gets special summoned, right? So contact a Superbia and pull another one. It doesn't actually specify it on these effects. It does, okay, in defense position. So if you want to get something in attack position on that turn, you got to sort of use contact on Superbia, and Superbia's effect can put something in attack position. That's how you can sort of get around it. But Nastin can also go in attack, obviously. And 1-of Dredge, just because Dredge is good. So I'm not as confident as I was with this list. With this list, I wasn't as confident as I was last season with the Nobles. It was definitely more difficult because I honestly think it's just because Desperado wasn't really that popular when I was cogging with Nobles, but now it's very much like full swing. But by the same token, like the 6Ms is also on the ladder, and I feel like it's got a decent matchup with 6Ms because I'm running spells and traps, obviously, but I'm activating them from the graveyard, so they can't really be negated. And I can negate their monster effects. So I think it's pretty good. Anyway, we'll just see. I'm not expecting to get 3 wins in these 3 games I'm going to play. But we'll see how we do. I kind of want to get some volume in here. So let's do that. Hopefully there's some volume. Bada bing, bada boom. Maybe I can turn that up. So I'm versing Arcana, 22 cards, so it's probably Dark Magician, which I don't really say that often. It should have said the skill. Does it not say the skill at the start? The gives you a Dark Magician in your opening hand. Oh, it's Triamids. Ooh, this might be interesting. So, the Sanctified Dark Lord, summon one Dark Lord card from your monster to your hand face on the field, negate the effects of one effect once on the field until the end of its turn, and gain the life points of its attack. Its cost is very heavy, but if you activate this card with a monster effect while it's in the graveyard, you don't need to pay this cost. So you almost always want to just send it to the grave, you know what I mean? Alright, so currently I have no way of actually special summoning any monsters. I definitely want to deck thin. Now we have a Nastin, see that's beautiful. I can special summon Nastin, get over this, and set Raikou. Although they could negate monster effects, there's not too much I can do about that. I can negate one of their monster effects, and if I think it's going to shut off some of their plays, I'll definitely do it. Did I touch on Raikou? Just mill 3 cards, destroy something, sets up the grave. Pretty decent. I see some other lists that run the Needlebug Nest. I'm going to keep the Tez in hand, just maybe it'll protect me. It protects me from battle and destruction. This is an okay start. Unfortunately, no contacts. Oh, come on. I guess he didn't get a good opener, but like... I want to show off some games. I was interested to see how that would have went, because Triamids can get pretty big. Regardless of, like... And they summon a lot of things, so my Sanctified Contact might not have gotten me a lot of value. And I feel like you always just want to play your Triamids. Like, it was a Triamid monster no matter what, right? You always want to play your Triamids face up and just keep cycling your field spells to, like, thin your deck. And then you hit your Pulses, you hit your Treacherous, your Wall of D's, more field spells, more monsters. I don't know, that's just me. Like, even if you have to take some damage, it's just... It's what I see most Triamid decks do. And it seems to work out well for them. Anyway, I don't know if I even want to count that. I want to show off like full games. We'll see. I'm going first. I have an issue. So again, we're going to do that deck thinning. Get that Sanctified in there. You can only activate the effect of it once per turn. Obviously, you can't just keep thinning over and over again. So unfortunately, this is not a very good hand. Yeah, not the best. I might just have to set Raikou and pass. I could easily lose. It's just it's kind of like that. It can be fairly bricky, obviously, as you're probably finding out right now. But against Neos, he could take cards out of my hand, and I really don't want that to happen. So obviously I just have to set this Raikou, right? I'm just debating on whether I set the Sanctified as well. I may as well pay the cost if they're going to be like Aqua Dolphined out of my hand anyway. Although he would need... I mean, if he has the combo, he has the combo, right? I kind of want to keep... it. Because of Nastin. Nastin needs 2 other Dark Lord cards to special summon itself. And so even if you knock out one and I top deck a Naston, I'll still be able to do something. And they're running Cybers. That's pretty puke. So he just has the opener that you want. So for him, attacking in that order was correct, but it does save me a lot of damage. Because he wants to search off the Brave Neos. So I didn't take damage. I mean, that's something. I can get around your protection by just sending you to the grave. I have 2 contacts, dude. That's actually pretty good. Bam, 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 beat down things. So we can do a thing here. Let's get the other one in there. I want to save Ishul probably, actually. Because Ishul can still deck thin. So you can Naston effect. Use contact. I'm going to get myself... the Arm Dusk in defense. Yeah, I'm probably going to go the Arm Dusk and the Ishul here. So it does cost some life, but again, I have the 2 traps in there. Unfortunately, I don't think I can negate its protection, because its protection is from the spell itself and not the monster. Do you know what I mean? Well, we can bait the Neo's fusion. And I can negate it to have its attack be 2600. So it can't run over any of my monsters. It can just crash with this. Actually, the Neo Space is going to boost it anyway. That is the kind of thing that I would like to negate. Because why would you be running the Crash Spider if you weren't running... Yeah. That's pretty unfortunate. I'm going to go a little bit plus here though. I'm going to negate its effect and gain 1400, and I paid 1000, so a little bit of gain. I just negated it. I'm going to feel sad if that didn't work. Yeah, I was just going to say. So that'll shut off a... That'll shut off... What am I trying to say here? A Desperado. This is kind of a rough matchup just because of the Neo space. Most of the time when I run into like Neo Cyberducks, it was switch you with Ben and Keith. Tackle. Face down defense. That just saves me some damage across the board, so I don't know about that. So I'll just activate... Ooh, I'm running out of time. Since he's going to put that in face down defense, I'm just going to activate this now. And give me some life. And now I've got no activation windows. But it should have me live a turn. And he attacks with that one. And he hits the 29. Oh, that was smart. Well, it had higher attack anyway. So let's see what I can pull. Really, really bad option for sure. I think I just lose. That sucks. I think we lose this one. As I said, I didn't expect to win 3 games. And he has a Desperado. Pretty much doesn't matter what order this goes in. Although... he just gets protection. Right. I'm just gonna hit this. It doesn't matter. I needed him to do that. Well, he always would have activated the blast spider. That sucks. If we got a better top deck, we might have been able to do something. We would have just attacked over the blast spider. He wouldn't have gotten Desperado. Would have had a board presence. Could have gone different. Triple Ishul is a must. I don't know if I covered that. The graveyard setup and a deck thin. It's pretty important. So there's variations on what Dark Lord cards you want, but Triple Ishul is not something you change from list to list, so far as I can tell. This might be our last game. I just wanted to sort of, you know, I kind of got to show it. No, I didn't get to show it off in the first game. I got to show it off last game. It just didn't work out for us. This is uber bad, right? Potentially very good if we get the graveyard set up, because we have a contact in there. This is Vendreads. Okay. He's playing Jin as well. Okay. So they can summon some big beefy boys, obviously. He's got a really good hand. Jeez. Am I gonna lose this turn? So I think he used the Origin and just sacked off his Revenge Slayer. He gets its effect because he used the other one and it would have died anyway. If I can get them to see it. Yeah, he used Evolution, so it's gonna die anyway. If he has protection, he does just win this turn. I think I'm just getting destroyed here. Oh, he just turned off my effects. Oh, I want to play another game. I want to play another game. I haven't really gotten to show off my combos and win a game, and that's kind of what I want to do. That's kind of what I want to do. I knew this deck wasn't as good as last season, and it was definitely more difficult to get King of Games, but it can do it, obviously. Oh boy. I think I got a little bit unlucky there. If I had set up a better board state, he wouldn't have been able to do that. If I had had a better hand, he wouldn't have been able to do that. I'm hoping this is the same matchup, because I want to, you know, do some things. So this is good. I can set up a graveyard negate. I have the Raikou for destruction. More graveyard setup. It'll thin, and then I can special summon straight away with the contact. This is the same guy, back to back, isn't it? Except now I have a slightly better hand. Let's see if he just does the same shenanigans. So, if this card battles and punch monsters, you banish when someone so much to go over this card against 200. It's a summon. Attack one which is on deck to hand. So I'm not going to be able to negate that in the graveyard, right? This guy just pops off every game. And then you use Origin to get rid of that. Yeah, but none of this is actually monster effects activating on the field. That's the thing. So I can't negate it at all. I can negate a Sonic Bird, sure. And that's in the graveyard. I can't do anything about it. This guy gets like a 5-card perfect hand every game. I can negate the Battle Lord, because it's going to turn off my monster effects. So that's definitely my negate target. And I need to do it before he negates monster effects, because then I won't be able to activate this, and KoG won't activate either. Oh, don't tell me he's going to summon another Battle Lord. Come on. And he has 2 protections. This just has a bad matchup, or I'm just getting God-handed and I have a terrible top deck. Am I getting God-handed, or am I just getting bad draws? I don't know. I don't know if they can do that. And it's the same guy. I want to verse someone different. Or I want to, like, if it happens 3 times in a row, that's just what Vendreads do. But I don't know. When I've versed Vendreads before, it hasn't gone that extreme. Let me just say that. Is it the same Jack Atlas I keep versing over and over? No, it's someone different this time. I don't know, this is going well beyond the 3 games that I wanted to show off, but... What other skills have I seen with the Vendreads? Oh, no, mainly, yeah, the reason why I didn't expect it with Jack Atlas is because mainly they were on the Master of Rights with Alexis. Oh, that's dangerous against my deck. So, I think I'm going to ditch Amdusk, I'm going to keep the hand trap, I'm going to keep this, I'm going to keep this. Because if you have it in your hand, with something like a contact, you can activate it twice. And then you activate it again. Special out this. I could normal summon something. But this is kind of a strong board state. And I have 2 Tez in hand. I think I'm just going to chill. It could be 6 Sam's beatdown. Although I doubt it. It could be Vendreads again, and I'm just gonna lose. Yeah, so why is it a bad match? Because you have very little monster effects you can negate. It's all sort of graveyard effects. Oh, it's Blue Eyes. Okay. So the double Tez against Blue Eyes is really good. And we're gonna have a big beatdown field to deal with you. And Sphere Bowler, just to get a thing. That's a big field. And ordinarily, if I didn't have any Tez, you would have won this turn. Not on you. I want to use it on Ishul. Yeah. But why won't it die, damn it? What's happening? I'll tell you what's happening. I'll tell you what's happening. Alright, so he went all in, and we survived. Now let's try and clap back against his Blue Eyes. Blue Eyes is something I've versed a lot. I've versed a lot of Blue Eyes, I've versed a lot of 6 Sams. I've versed some Vendread, but not that much. So, I really want to win this, because this is sort of where I think I can win. Because I can just beat down over his big monsters. I just need to play this right. You can't find the end battle phase button. It's alright, we'll wait for you. You just keeping the viewers waiting, it's fine. It's fine. He sent... Well, he had double Cosmo, double... He discarded 2 Dragon Spilder Whites and a Sphere Karibo. There's not much you can do from that. If he's upset that I stopped lethal, I only needed one thing to stop one of his monsters. Connection failed. Honestly, I think we're going to clap back against those Blue Eyes next turn. Because I think I was going to win that. Or at the very least be in quite a good spot. Obviously, it's not the best list. It's a fun list, though. It's a fun list. And we've discovered it doesn't do that well versus Vendreads. I don't know. When they Vendreads like pop off big time, it doesn't do well versus Vendreads. Because your negates don't hit their monsters, it doesn't do much. It does something, but doesn't do much. And I can build up a big field. Just like you can. Maybe if you go second. I'm not sure if I went first both those games. Maybe if you go second, you're going to have better odds. Because you can react to their board better. But you can't shut off their graveyard protection. Because you're not winning Steel Tombs. You can't afford to. Anyway, that's it for this video. I'm going to stop rambling. I hope you enjoyed. I'll be back hopefully next season with a new King Games deck list. I don't know what I want to do. Maybe Fabled. Because Fabled got some new support in the most recent box. I kind of want to play Fabled. We'll see then. I'll see you then. Peace.